Hey guys, it's Stevie from And Then There Was One. And if I seem tired, it's because I am. I'm still actually exhausted because I spent this past weekend in Canada attending the Osheaga Music Festival. And this is I'm trying something new here. I call it my Too Long Don't Read. I wrote a very long blog post talking about all the bands that I saw. And I decided to do, and you can read that over at my website, and then there was one.net. I decided to make a quick little video snippet to supplement longer blog posts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So first and foremost, hands down, best performance of the festival, Florence and the Machine. Absolutely no competition. Okay, there was a little bit of competition. Flo comes out on stage, and there's all these, great lights, stage lights and stuff. She's dressed in this flowing white outfit. There's some sort of wind machine on the stage, and her hair is blowing. She's barefoot, and she's just galloping from side to side on the stage, just like moving, constantly moving, just rocking out. And she's like leaping this way, leaping that way, head banging while she's singing. At one point during the show, and I'm gonna do a terrible, terrible Florence impression. She like stops and she's like, "Oh, you're all so wonderful. I want you to just take a moment to look at each other, touch each other, hug each other, embrace each other." Luckily, at this point, I was actually not knee deep in the crowd because I think that there were quite a few people who probably would have turned to each other and embraced each other and hugged each other. Second best performance that I saw, and I'll even call this the surprise performance, Father John Misty. A buddy of mine had told me on several occasions, "Hey, you need to check out Father John Misty," and I sort of was like, "Ah, yeah, sure, I'll do that at some point." But when I saw he was on the festival ticket, I was like, "All right, I'll go see it. There's no one else conflicting, so I'll go see what he's about." Um, Super glad I did. The dude is a really awesome performer. Totally different vibe than Florence. Like the exact opposite end of the spectrum from her. You guys tired of people asking you how you're doing? I'm not gonna ask you that because I don't really care. Nothing that he did really matched like his persona. He comes out and he pulls out these dance moves. Good doing it. I was like, holy cow, look at this guy move. Super impressive. So one of my favorite parts of his performance was at one point he comes down off the stage and there's a girl who's filming with her phone. He takes her phone and like turns it around, and the crowd's behind him and he's filming himself singing with the crowd and the girl behind him. It's like awesome, right? Like, who would want that? So he does this and he starts to give it back to her, and he's like, I guess trying to stop the recording, and then he realizes that he didn't actually get it. Like, maybe he wasn't actually recording. And he says like, "Oh, I don't think we actually got this. Do you guys mind if we do that again?" And he actually goes back and gets his band to cue up, and they repeat like the sort of the last-ish part of the song, and he even tells the crowd behind him, he's like, go and do what you guys were doing before, do the shit you were doing before, uh, and starts singing again, and like repeats the moment for a little bit, and then he's like, okay, I think we got it, it's fine. There was sort of just a genuineness there, like he was just fucking around, having a good time, that I really enjoyed, and that you don't see a lot in performance, especially in big venues like that. Like, there aren't a lot of performers that I saw who were willing to come down off the stage and like engage with the fans. Those are just my two favorite acts that I saw. I saw a bunch of other bands: Tyler the Creator, Thurston Moore Band, a little bit of Milk and Bone, of Monsters and Men, uh, Weezer. Um, you know, was a really cool weekend, a really cool festival. If you want to read more of my impressions of the other bands that I saw, again, check out my website. And then there was one.net, and go to my blog. And while you're there, listen to some music.